Hi, my name is Magnar Nordahl. I'm a captain and instructor on ATR aircraft. Right now I am in Toulouse in France. I have completed my recurrent training and checking. And surprise, surprise, I catch COVID-19. So, what happened here? I have been on vacation home with my family and I arrived Toulouse on the 28th of November. And 2 days later, on the 30th, we did the first simulator session. That was the recurrent training. On the 1st, we went, me and my colleague, we went to a hospital nearby and did a COVID test because we were about to travel to Nigeria after completing our training and checking here. And that evening, we had a simulator check, the proficiency check. And because of a technical issue with the sim, it got very late. We finished about 2:30 in the morning. And then we had a debrief and a lot of paperwork to do with reports to company authorities. And we were back at the hotel about 4 o'clock in the morning. And I felt quite tired, and that's natural when you've been awake most of the day, about 20 hours or so. So I didn't think much about it. I went to bed, wake up on the 2nd, had about 6 hours sleep, I had a light headache. I was thinking, okay, that's because of this night. We went to the hospital to get the result of the COVID test, and the nurse told me, sorry, you tested positive. Oh shit, I didn't expect that. But okay, so now today it's the 4th, and I am in quarantine at a hotel where I've been staying. And on the 8th, I will go back for a new COVID test. The good news are, I had a light headache yesterday. It's gone away now. I have no symptoms. And I'm very thankful for that because some people can get seriously sick of this. But I am vaccinated. And I think that plays a very important role here. The questions I ask myself is, where did I catch this virus? To be honest, I have no idea. It might be on the flight from my home to Toulouse, because then you are close to other people, especially you queue up for check-in, you queue up for security, for passport control, and especially for boarding when you walk through this tunnel on the bridge. The flight was not too full. I had a seat row for myself. And also the cabin crew were very attentive and make sure everybody wore their masks all the time. So I don't know where it happened. So what is COVID-19? It's a disease caused by a virus called the SARS-CoV-2. And this virus is in family with the influenza virus. And this virus is a bit difficult to control because it mutates very easily. So for example, when they are preparing to make a flu vaccine for the next season, they have more or less, they have to guess which strain will be this time. And they don't know exactly the mutation. And it's the same with COVID-19. You never know how a new variant of this virus will affect you, how well the current vaccine will protect you. So therefore, that's why it's so difficult to produce a vaccine that fully protects you from COVID. But the good news are the vaccine works. And it protects you 5 times better from catching the virus and 10 to 15 times better from dying from the virus. So therefore I recommend you strongly, if you're not vaccinated, please do it, because it can make your life so much better. Okay, and as I said, this virus is very similar to the influenza virus, and that's why they managed to make the vaccine so quickly as they did, because just a year ago they started vaccinate people, right? That's a very short period. And just to illustrate how bad this virus can be, if you go 100 years back in time, In 1918, at the end of First World War, there was a flu called the Spanish flu. And this virus, over a period from 1919 to 1921, it killed 30 to 50 million people, depending on the source. Because at that time there were no vaccines. Our protection against intruders like bacteria and virus, that's the immune system. And the immune system consists of several levels of defense. And the most important are the white blood cells. There are many kinds of them. They have their own special properties and specialities. The first responders to an attack, like an infection, is called the innate immune system. It will react within a few minutes, and that's recognized by inflammation. For example, a mosquito bites you, it inserts some chemicals, sucks your blood, and disappears. And those chemicals trigger the innate immune system, and they start to fight this. And you will get a small inflammation, which can be a bit itchy, but that tells you the immune system is working as it should. This innate immune system, while it reacts very quickly, it's not always accurate. So if a new virus enters your body, the virus can slip through. The second group of white blood cells are called the adaptive immune system. It reacts very slow initially because it needs to be trained to recognize the specific virus. But once it's activated, it's very accurate and very effective. The problem is it needs 1 or 2 weeks to recognize and learn to respond to any intruders. And meanwhile, you can get seriously sick. You can even die from the disease. That's the bad thing about it. But once you recover, your immune system is fully primed and ready for the same intruder if it's come back. And in that case, you will not even notice you get infected because the immune system responds so quickly. But it only works after you have been exposed to that virus. A second method to prepare the adaptive immune system is to use vaccine. A vaccine introduces a virus to the body, and the immune system will then learn the properties of that virus without the risk of getting sick. And if the virus then attacks you, the immune system will react very quickly, just like a security guard who knows your identification and will stop you at the gate. So this is very effective. Just remember, after you get the vaccine, it takes 1 or 2 weeks before you're fully protected. And here is something I have learned. The vaccine protects the lungs very well, but it's harder for the immune system to protect you from catching the virus in your upper part of your respiratory system, like your nose. And that's why you do the swab test there when they take the test. So therefore it's possible for people who are fully vaccinated still to catch the virus. It goes to your nose, and from there you can spread it to others without knowing it. So therefore, even fully vaccinated people must take precautions, because to protect people who might be more vulnerable than you are. And another thing to protect yourself is to think about your immune system, what you can do for it. I have stopped eating some unhealthy foods because they put stress on the body. And I have medical checks regularly as a pilot. That's mandatory, so I know I have good health. I have a normal blood pressure. My blood sugar is inside the limits, and I take a few supplements to help the immune system. And I learned for COVID, to protect your lungs, you should make sure you get enough vitamin D. So if I'm not out in the sun, I take a vitamin D supplement. And that protects me pretty well. And as I experienced, I had the symptoms for Covid-19. They were very light, and now it's over. Today is the 4th of December, and I have no symptoms whatsoever. So I'm very thankful I'm vaccinated, and if you're not, I recommend you strongly to get vaccinated, because the alternate is worse. Oh yeah, some people get sick even they are vaccinated, but they are already in a vulnerable situation, maybe due to age, their health, maybe they undergo medication, treatment for cancer, for example. Chemotherapy make bad things with the immune system and make you vulnerable for infections. So you cannot be 100% protected from everything, but the vaccine gives you a general good protection against COVID, that's for sure. Okay, so what next? I don't have any symptoms, but I had to wait until the 8th of December before I can take a new COVID test. So until then, I will spend my time in the hotel. I work on a video. I will show a few things about ATR. And one more thing. What I am saying is what I know about the immune system. But the more I read and learn about it, the more I understand how little I know. So therefore, what I am thinking might be wrong. And if you want to make a comment, please do. But just please don't be too bombastic, because that might mean you don't know much at all about the subject, okay? And please don't put any comments against people, politics, religion, whatever. That is not the scope of my channel. My channel is about aviation, but I just wanted to share this information because COVID-19 is affecting our industry a lot, and this is my experience, and I hope you understand that and respect my views. I will respect your views, but if you are too bombastic and spread hate, I delete you, and that's how I do it. Okay, so thank you for watching and stay safe.